Tiny little Bluetooth speakers with a pretty cool trick. Let's check them out. Dave Taylor here, and I'm checking out these. These are the D3 LIDDLE magnetic Bluetooth speakers. And yes, I said magnetic. So there is a ring on the back that you can use, and you can put them on magnetic surfaces like the side of my fridge. I know you can't see that, but it's still sitting there. But much more interestingly is you can actually put them on a MagSafe device, which at this point is the iPhone 12, 13, 14, and 15. But since Qi 2 also includes a circular magnet to make sure things are positioned properly, these are perfectly set up to support Qi 2 Android phones, which we're going to see coming out very soon. Now, you can do it like this, and then of course you have a perfect stand and Bluetooth speaker. But where it gets really fun is that you actually can have multiple speakers and they can work as a stereo pair. So let's turn them on. I'm going to turn them on at the same time, which is pretty easy. You just push the button in the front.
Bluetooth mode. Connected. Connected.
All right, so those two connected meant that the first one connected to my phone. This is an iPhone 15 Pro. And then the second one actually connected to the first one. So let's play some music. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them, I'll try to separate them, but you'll see it's a little hard, but plenty of volume. And here you can hear both of them are working. Let's turn that down a little bit. And of course, they're just speakers, so there's no controls on them. There's nothing fancy. There's no microphone. You can't take calls, but you could listen to calls. You could listen to podcasts. You could have this for a video you were watching. And again, you can use this as a stand, which is a really slick design, or you can put it on any magnetic surface. So if you're outside working in your shop, or you're out golfing, which is one of their big test cases, or really any other environment, as long as you have somewhere you can either stick them or just sit them, then they're ready to go and you're ready to enjoy the music. So that's pretty slick. Now, I'll tell you, each one, surprisingly, has 3 watts of output. Now, that doesn't sound like much, but let's be fair, these are not a lot of speaker. They're little pretty tiny guys. So they are IPX4 water resistant, so I wouldn't chuck them in the pool and expect them to work. But if you're out and it starts drizzling or something, you're fine. If you're listening to them on your table and you spill a cup of coffee and it splashes the speaker, no worries. 8 hours of playback, about 1.5 hours for a full charge from 0. And obviously, if you sync 2 of them, you get true wireless stereo, TWS. Now, let me give you a quick tour of the device because there's honestly not a lot there. There is that button in the front that gives you that visible reinforcement that you're in Bluetooth and you're paired. It's also the power on and off. And if you double push it, that tells the first one to be the master unit, and then the second one will pair to that rather than looking for a separate device. And on the back, there's USB-C in a covered little plug. The cover is insanely flimsy, so I don't expect that to last long, but that's okay. Now, it comes with a USB-C to USB-A mini charging cable, different colors. And what I really like is it actually also comes with a couple of magnetic rings that have adhesive on one side. So if you want to put these on a wall or on a surface that isn't magnetic, all you have to do is stick one of these on, and then forevermore, you can just put it on when you want to listen to it and take it off when you need to charge it. Really easy. And there's 2 of those per speaker, and you do buy the speakers separately. So this is not a, buy one, get a pair. So 2 separate units. They are running Bluetooth 5.0, which is the latest generation of Bluetooth. So props to them for that. That means you're less likely to have one drop out. And they also have an auto off, and this trips up some people. If they have no music for 5 minutes, they'll turn off, which means if it's 6 minutes later and you push the play button, then I haven't spent 6 minutes, so it's still paired, it works fine. But if I came back 6 minutes later and pushed that button, it would have turned off, and then I would have to go through the power on and pairing sequence again. Now, it auto pairs, so it's not like that's a huge onerous task, but it's worth mentioning. Now, dimensions-wise, they are super small, 2.4 inches by 2.4 inches by 1.6 inch, and they're 4.2 ounces. It is a no-brainer for you to carry a couple of these around if you want, and you could be anywhere and just separate them out and put your phone or your computer or whatever else in the middle, and now you got this nice stereo pair. So let's talk about the sound, because they're tiny speakers. So this is not a subwoofer. You're not going to get enormous bass that's going to make your hair shake and your shirt rattle or something, right? It is really mid-range and highs. So that's super typical of these micro speakers, but it does sound good, and it is bright. You could hear it's entirely listenable. And in particular, if you want to watch video or listening to some audio content like a podcast, these are really well suited for that because they are sort of treble biased. If you want to have this be for your next dance party and you really want to feel that drop, these ain't the speakers for that. They're not going to give you a drop at all. You'll be like, did the drop happen? I missed it. And that's entirely typical for speakers this size. There's just physical characteristics. You need a bigger speaker to push more air to get lower frequency, which you just can't do with these tiny speakers. So go in with your expectations set. They get loud, they sound nice, but it's very mid-range and highs. There's not a lot of bass going on, and that's cool. I think these are really slick. They come in silver or black or rose gold. The rose gold's very attractive. Not sure why they didn't send me one of those. And they are at different prices, so be aware of different colors and how they're priced. So these are definitely ones I think you should check out. They're very slick. Now, we should talk about the price, but before we get to the price, I'm going to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Click on that subscribe button. Don't forget to click on the bell icon for notifications. And if this was helpful, I sure appreciate that thumbs up. Cool. Now, these are the D3 LIDDLE magnetic Bluetooth speakers. And as I said, they come in black or silver or rose gold. And they are somewhere between $19.99 and $24.99 at Amazon.com. Why the difference in price? Because different colors apparently are priced differently. So compare the colors and the prices. If you really want to get the minimum investment here to buy two of these, then at this moment it's rose gold. Tomorrow it might be the black ones or the silver ones. Definitely worth investigating. Nonetheless, I think it's super slick, and I really love the MagSafe compatibility, so I can just do this. And now I can watch a movie or some sports event, and the audio is coming out of the speaker, which I promise this sounds a lot better than the speaker built into your phone. So that's all I got. I think I'm going to watch some soccer, so I'll have to catch you in my next video.